All right, y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in. We got some good stuff to cover today. Yes, we do, baby. I appreciate y'all for kicking in with your girl. Thank y'all for the love and support. With that being said, y'all, NBC host does like this round table, right? And he gathers some of Trump's voters, and he thinks that he can pretty much get these guys to embarrass Trump or whatever, or regret that they ever voted for him. Well, funny thing about this, y'all, is this entire flip to this entire round table. And they had a lot to say. So just for me to add on it, y'all, is these folks are no longer confused, y'all. They are really woke this time in real time. Okay. With that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and dive into the first video, and then we're going to chop it up towards the end. Let's get into it.
To know whether on balance you approve or disapprove of what the new administration has done since it took over.
I approve because he's weeding out a lot of things that Biden and Kamala Harris disrupted in this United States.
I believe that he's getting rid of the clutter and things that have been there for a long period of time. I don't 100% agree totally how he's cleaning house, but there are some areas that need to be improved within the government.
I disapprove of the way he's handled the firings of government employees. Firing public sector versus the private sector are two different animals. In my opinion, he should have gone in with a scalpel instead of a blowtorch.
What are the key characteristics or traits that best describe today's Democratic Party?
Liars, a lot of people doing insider trading, a lot of people are working for lobbyists and not for the people.
I would say manipulation. To me, it feels like they more want to scare you into following them than to go on with what your, heart really thinks should be done.
Just like Kamala, she came down here and tried to steer the black man's vote by bringing Cardi B and all them shaking their booty on stage.
I remember.
Like that was going to get us to go vote for her. And that was so disrespectful as a fan.
Who's heard about the Doge team?
They say there's so much money, but I don't see how this is really going to benefit us on like a personal basis. Like, how are you saving me money?
I believe that he's been given too much power. I know they partners in crime, but he's been given too much power to do the things that he's been doing and getting access to things that he should not have access to.
If you could ask President Trump any question, what would you ask him?
When the gas prices will go down, when the stuff will start going down, when we're going to see the effects of this economy changing.
He said he was sending every American $5,000. How soon are we getting that $5,000?
I'd like to know whether, on balance, you approve or disapprove of what the new administration has done since it took over.
I approve.
So, as you can see, he gathered them up. Everybody has different opinions. They have different ways they feel about our president, but they support the president. And these are just regular questions that we, the people, have on a daily. You know what I'm saying? So he thought he was going to be able to get something different, y'all, and did not. Everybody voiced their opinion. You know what I'm saying? And now that these very changes are starting to take place and things like that. So this goes to answer your question. Does Black Trump supporters regret that they ever voted for Trump? No, not at all. They actually still stand for Trump. Nothing's changed. Okay. With that being said, y'all, we finna get into something a little deeper now. Coming straight from Common Sense on X, that's comment_sense1. Dear Libs, you're telling me that there are some Trump supporters that are racist. Changes nothing about my opinion of President DJT. Y'all, we about to dive into this next video. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's go.
If this man is so racist, why is he giving $100 billion to low-income communities? He's so racist. If he's so racist, why he's the president that reopened back funding for HBCUs?
So you're 100% for Trump?
150,000%.
Come on.
Who would you be for, Obama? What did he do? I'll wait. You tell me one thing he did. Oh, but he's racist, but yeah, he signed into law the jail reform law that freed over 4,000 people, 97% were black. But he's racist, though. This is what racists do. This is the new era of racism. I need that racism. I like it. If that's racist, let me get more of that. Facts. If this man is so racist,
okay, and he spoke nothing but facts, though, because if you do your research and you really, do the research, don't take it from him, don't take it from me, don't take it from this video, go do it for yourself. Y'all know that meanwhile Biden locked up more black men than any president alive. Y'all know that, right? Go look it up. Did y'all also know that Trump also contributed $100 billion to income communities, restored HBUC fundings, and signed the First Step Act. Don't let me say it. Y'all better go research. Stop playing with your girl on here, because this is Queen Bee's Daily News, where we drag out them lies, baby, and we bring them receipts. Go research before you come for me. Okay. With that being said, y'all, and again, he's done a lot for the black community. So if he was racist, he wouldn't even be thinking about us, right? Because that was one of the big reasons why and drawn me to start to research and get into who Trump was, because that's all I heard was he was racist. And then I started hearing what he was saying. I started watching the videos and I'm like, oh, hell no, this can't be true. This can't be true. I've been lied to all these years. This cannot be true. And it wasn't. It was not. So y'all, it's 0.00 cents to go do your research. Let's keep on diving into it, y'all, because a lot of our people are actually waking up, and some people will admit that they voted for, Biden, they voted for Obama and all of these, all of the above and things like that. And that's cool. But at the end, they start to realize and like, whoa, this ain't what I want. So with that being said, y'all, we're going to get into this next couple coming straight from the Liz Vibrant on X. If y'all want to follow this person, polls say on 1 in 4 black men under 50 support President Trump. Let's dive into the video real quick.
Politics are an ongoing debate between Azad Ahmadi, member of the Georgia Black Republicans, and his girlfriend Alexandra, a registered Democrat.
So even though you have political differences, it's not a deal breaker.
No, it's not a deal breaker.
Beautiful. In 2008 and 2012, you voted for
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
2016.
I voted for Donald Trump.
Hillary Clinton.
2020.
Donald Trump.
Man.
Biden. And who will you vote for in 2024?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. My views on certain things have changed. I am very much so riding the fence.
What are you struggling with?
Being in a pattern of doing the same thing that I've been doing. When you go in a poll, you hit Democrat. Something has to happen. I mean, it's just so expensive to survive.
Thank you.
And we're planning on having kids. I don't want to live in a stressful environment trying to rub 2 pennies together to try to make it either.
Common sense. Trump 2024. Amen to this.
Okay. So it just goes to show y'all that the Democrat Party is failing tremendously. Like, you cannot gaslight the American people anymore. When Bill would bills out the roof and broken promises. You know what I'm saying? You continue to do the same thing every year and think that these people are going to continue to say, yeah, let me keep voting Democrat. No, people want change. People are actually tired of it. And for me, it is a very beautiful thing to see my culture waking up. I'm just going to say that, because big on being brainwashed. And some are still like brainwashed. Some don't even care to research or look up anything. So they're just going to literally turn on the fake news and watch it. Literally. So it feels good to see people actually waking up and standing with America First agenda, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Which brings me to the last video, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and kicking it with your girl. I really want to know y'all thoughts. And as you can see, real time, real life, what is taking place out here, what's going on. These Democrat people, you see what they stand for. They don't give a dang about this country, nor do they give a dang about you. Okay? So it's time to wake up, people. Wake up. Make the right choice. We have the power in our hands when we go in and we vote. Just pay attention. Watch what they're doing and watch both sides. I ain't saying both sides is perfect, okay? Because we didn't have some rhinos come through this thing. And I got to really witness this live and stuff like that. Y'all got to see it the first Trump term, not me, because I wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? I was still a libtard and all of that. I was still, brainwashed. But me paying attention now and actually being able to witness it real time today, that's the beauty of it. And when I sit back and I'm actually watching what I used to vote for year after year after year, I can truly sit here and say, I am embarrassed. Like, seriously, that I sat there for so long and supported that side like I did. Just because I was told so. Crazy, right? Not no more, though. Not no more. Okay, anywho, we finna get into the last video, y'all. I want to know y'all thoughts. Let's comment in the comment section. With that being said, coming straight from Philip Anderson on X, if y'all want to follow this person. Blacks for Trump is absolutely exploding the growth right now since they have literally done everything to Donald Trump. Let's get into it, y'all. Coming straight from that's Kaizen on X. Well, this is his TikTok. Let's go.
So President Trump just got shot. And as someone who voted against Trump in both 2016 and 2020, this is a cause for deep reflection by me. And my question is, have we been told the truth at any point over the last 8 years about who Trump is and what's actually going on here?
Nope.
A lot of people who are pro-Trump have been saying that this is the playbook of they, whether it's a deep state or, some shadowy interest in the government. First, they try to cancel you. So they say shit about your character. They say things that can't actually be proven. They take quotes from you that make you basically look bad. The second thing that they try to do is they try to convict you of something. In this case, trumped up charges about you paying legal expenses to a porn star for her to not say that you had sex with her. It's like, morals aside, is that really a big deal enough to convict someone? And then the third thing that they try to do is they try to kill you. And that's just what happened with Trump. And actually, I've been updating my view on Trump recently, and I've started going back to some of the things that I was told that he said, and some of them he literally did not say. Like, for example, you remember when we were told that he said of white supremacists and other racists in a rally that he said that they were good people? It's not true. If you actually watch the whole clip, and I'll share a link to the clip here, you can see that he's clearly saying there were other people at the rally who are good people.
You're calling the alt-left and white supremacists on the same moral plane.
I'm not putting anybody on a moral plane. What I'm saying is this. You had a group on one side and you had a group on the other, and they came at each other with clubs, and it was vicious and it was horrible.
So this is a time where it's really hard to know what to believe. But, sometimes when we hear things are conspiracy, maybe it's time to listen because maybe it's not.
Promises made, promises kept.